Okay, guys, I'm here today with Rafael Lovato. Huge honor for me. Guys, I think everybody knows who he is. And one of the biggest legends in Jiu-Jitsu and grappling, and even MMA. So, Jiu-Jitsu World Champion, second place on ADCC, Bellator World Champion, World No-Gi World Champion as well. So, super excited to be here. And guys, Lovato just shot 2 instructions for IBJJFanatics.com. One all about half-guard passing from top, and the other one all about Kimura from side control. So we're gonna talk about it here today, and I'm excited to learn from you.
Thank you for having me. Yeah. It's great to be back, and I'm excited to get these products out there for everybody.
There we go. Yeah, no, that's awesome. So Lovato, tell us a little more about the half-guard passing that you play with, that I faced it a bunch of times. It was always like a huge challenge too.
Oh man, the challenge was mine for sure. You brought a whole new style and game that I wasn't used to. I was already starting to fall in love with mounting. Like I got my black belt in 2004, and I think our first match was in 2010.
Yep.
And in that 5 years, the mount wasn't a position that I began to master until I was a black belt.
Mm-hmm.
And so in that like 5 year span, I was really starting to get confident and really falling in love with the mount. And I was looking to get to the person's half guard and mount from there. And then all of a sudden, I'm going against a heavyweight with a really, really incredible half guard, and I wasn't used to it. I didn't understand your grips and your attacks, and so I wanted to be in the half guard, but then I was going into your strongest position, and you definitely just created a lot of problems for me. You beat me several times, but the lessons that I learned in our matches and the way you helped expand my vision of the half guard and really helped me take my passing to the next level from there, it was just a huge evolution in my game. It was always an honor to battle with you. And now, in that time span, I'd say that we probably had matches for a good, 3 to 5 years. Yep. We were competing against each other all the time. I just got better and better and better and better at dealing with the half guard. And then since then, now not having to face you anymore, I feel like once I'm in the half guards nowadays, man, I'm just like, I am almost I'm so confident that the fight's over. I'm gonna finish him from there. I'm gonna mount, I'm gonna choke, or I'm gonna find something while I'm in the half guard. And so basically I see passing the guard, I'm really thinking just get to the person's half guard, and for me it's half mount, it's a positive thing for me, and from there we can attack submissions, and get better position at the same time. But for sure the battles with you really helped me develop my game and take my half guard passing to the next level.
I appreciate it, Lovato, and I agree 100% with everything you said. And I remember like the first match I did against you, I felt that was everything new to you.
Mm-hmm.
And since that match, every match I had with you, if I blink my eyes, I feel I could lose everything from where. And that happened actually, right? When we fought in Poland, one little blink that I did, you got me for Kimura, and then you went to a submission and you got me. So I can see like how you went from here to here, like
I studied hard,
and that made my half guard get much better too.
Awesome.
But anyways, so let's just talk about how do you think when you are on half guard from top, and what makes it so hard for who's on board to deal with you when they're on half guard?
Sure, exactly. So my first goal is to make sure that the person's flat, so I don't want them to be on their side like this, able to defend, able to get underhooks and everything. Inside the series, I'm showing all the what ifs and different ways to control, but my absolute favorite is a cross shoulder control, what I call a cross shoulder. So I like to bring my arm over and face this direction. All right.
Yep.
So now I can start to put that threat of the Kimura in your mind right away.
Yep.
And from here, my knee is off the floor. So my knee is a lot faster and more mobile to look for the opportunity to drive over to the mount.
Yep.
Right. And I'm also in a better position to deal with any of your big bridges because my knee's off the floor. Yes, if you bridge, I'm in a position to be able to capitalize and mount. Whereas sometimes if we hold the head and we put our pressure here, now I'm a little more over you. Exactly. So your bridge can throw me off a lot better.
Good.
All right. So I like to make that switch. The other reason too, you know who my #1 training partner is for like 20 years, Shanji Ribeiro. He has the best frames in the game.
I agree.
You know,
I agree.
you cannot get his head. It's
Yeah,
impossible to get his head.
Yep.
Exactly. So I don't even try to do anything here.
You go
I like to switch the other way.
Got it.
All right. And then, like I said, it connects my games together because I love the Kimura. So I can put the threat of the submission on you right now. You know, many times I will finish this, or I distract you enough to make it easy to get here. And once I'm this deep, I like to already start attacking the neck. You know, I talked about this in Top Game Devastation. This was an evolution in my vision of jiu-jitsu that I learned from MMA. You know, in jiu-jitsu, if you have my foot, I haven't scored anything yet. I haven't done anything yet. But in MMA, if I'm here, you know, it's a completely different situation.
This doesn't matter at all.
This doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
And once I started taking that vision into jiu-jitsu, I realized don't work so hard to free the foot, all right, for points.
Go for it.
Start attacking now. You know, start going for the finish now. So I love to start working on the neck here, you know, like either I'm deep or I'm loose, and I'm you know, putting these threats because you want to have the ability to use your arms to defend or go deep half and things like that. And so the sooner I can attack your neck, the more exactly.
No, that's amazing.
And then the mount tends to just come naturally, or I finish.
I got it.
You know, and so that's some of the things that they'll learn inside the half guard passing series. How I put all that together. And for me, it's about creating these double threat situations where I can threaten you with position and submission at the same time. So your hands don't really know where to go, and it's a lot of pressure, you know, it's overwhelming.
No, and I like it and I agree because, for example, when you change the base over there, I'm literally worried about my arm and also worried about the mount.
Yes.
So, and most of the other positions on half guard when the person is on top, I'm only worried about one thing. So there you really create those two threats.
Yes.
So, no, that's amazing. Oh, Lovato, and still talking about it, the time that you catch me, that was in Poland, was pretty much what you were saying right now, right? You went for the Kimura.
Yeah.
And then I started trying to defend the Kimura when I saw you were on the mount with the Ezekiel.
Yeah.
So, so let's just like do that again. So.
Well, it was a crazy sequence because you were defending very well, and I mean there was a little bit of a scramble where I kind of like went for your back, and then I think you looked for the half guard again, and I had almost like an arm triangle, and that's when you went to pull your arm out, and I mounted in that moment.
That's true.
So I think I switched. You were already a little in.
Going to the half guard?
Yeah, I was here and I was able to get the grip.
Yep.
And then I think I put my knee down and I pulled you up.
Yep.
And I was able to get your arm out.
Yep.
And then this made you let go of my leg and kind of
I think I did something like this.
Yes. Right? And I let go there, and then, man, I don't know. I think I started to go towards your back, and maybe you came. Oh gosh, I don't know.
Yeah.
There was a scramble where I think you turtled, and I had like a hook in, and
then when
let me turn this way a little bit. And you fell to your side, this side, and your arm was starting to come in for the half guard again. Yes. Yep. And so I blocked it here.
That makes sense.
Yes. And then
that makes sense.
And then as you pulled it out, I was able to come over to the mount. It was something like that.
Got it. And then, did you do anything different with Ezekiel? Because I remember the submission as if it was today. It was so tight that. Do you have any little trick for the Ezekiel as well? And I see you getting Ezekiel against a bunch of people on tournaments.
Not so much of a trick. I remember your neck was so tough. My fingers were hurting.
I got it.
Because I did not want to let go.
It means that I should have held it for like 5 or 10 seconds more.
All I try to do is you know, I think your arms were down
Yep.
here. So I always look for that. When I first mount, many times their arms are low, they're pushing your hip, and so they kind of give you free access to the neck.
Yep.
And I like it because if you bring your arm up to defend the choke, well, then I know I got my mount.
Yep.
You know? And if you keep your arms down, then I have my chance to finish. So
I got it.
I kind of like make my hands like this so there's no fingers.
Yep.
Because sometimes they'll grab your fingers with the other hand. So I do like this kind of like karate chop or whatever, and come in, and then I just try to pull my arm completely to the other side. So once I come in, I'm sorry, this is, I just try to pull it across.
Yep.
So it's all
tight.
the way in, all the way set in.
No, I can feel how tight it is. Yeah, and maybe just to finish here, Justin was asking for the Kimura that he had never seen. So can you show us that?
Yeah,
too?
so the inside, you know, and it's very similar conversation, you know, the half guard, you know, looking to attack the arm while you're passing. Well, inside the Kimura series that I share with everybody for fanatics is passing, connecting directly into the submission. You know, so many times people pass and then they stop, they hold, they want to look for their points, you know, and they don't connect together the moment of the guard pass directly to getting the submission.
Got it.
And so for me, especially because I do so many knee cuts, right? I love the knee cut.
Yep.
And so the arms tend to be here already.
Yep.
You know, and I utilize once again that cross shoulder control, you know, after I pass, switching right away.
Got
So
it.
now I already have your arm in position. You know, my mount, everything's there, very similar to the half guard stuff.
Yep.
And this is how I've caught most Kimuras, is in this way in my career. So now I work over your head, I bring you over. So the one that Justin really liked is kind of, we call it bring the pain, because it's not just hurting your arm in one place. It's kind of everything. It's like bicep, forearm, shoulder, everything. But sometimes I get to the Kimura and you're already beginning to escape. Maybe you're getting your head out, you're pushing my leg, and I feel that you're starting to bring yourself back flat, right? So before I lose your elbow, I'm gonna throw my arm over.
Man, that's tight. I can see. Keep going, keep going.
So, and I'm gonna make like an RNC. So I'm gonna grab my bicep as I throw my elbow over, all right? And now from here, I'm gonna sprawl and I'm gonna squeeze.
Man, that's amazing. No, that's amazing. Feels like it's gonna break your wrist. No, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And this I can't see because I'm not there. It's almost like the Kimura grip. But
with a deeper, like an RNC.
One more time.
Yeah. And sometimes, like, if it doesn't hurt you here, it'll make you let go of your grip, and then I can really get the shoulder. But I'm just throwing my arm over and catching my bicep.
So if I let go,
if you let go, I just keep turning.
Man, that's really good. Yeah, I had never seen that before as well.
Oh yeah?
You created, you invented, or you?
No, I learned that. I think when I was a purple belt, blue belt, purple belt. So my old instructor back when I was a kid, Carlos Machado, he had a very good Kimura, and a lot of the details that I still use to this day, I learned from him.
Got it.
And then I've made some other innovations on my own, but I'm pretty sure I got that from him.
Got it.
I can't remember the day I learned it, but I know that I've known it for over 20 years, since I was a kid.
No.
But it's very rare that I ever have to use that one.
Tight. The first one I thought would break my forearm, and the second one was like the
actual Kimura.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. Yeah, so guys, Lovato just shot these two instructions, one all about half guard top passing, and the other one all about Kimura from side control. And it's coming out really, really good. So very soon it's going to be at bjjfanatics.com. So make sure to check that out. And thanks so much, Lovato.
Thank you, Bernardo. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have this knowledge to share with everyone, technically, and this platform. So thank you so much.
No, I'm the one. Thank you here. And for all the battles and also for being here.
Thank you so much, brother.
Please help me out to grow my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe. And to watch more videos, just click under see more videos. I hope you enjoyed.
BJJFanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTubeFaria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.